my story comes to you through those things, through the sport of speed skating and the Olympic Games, but it's not about those things. It's about things that we all go through, and it's about things you're going to go through in this business. You probably have already, ups and downs. It's about persevering, and maybe most importantly about perspective. And my story is certainly about that. When I look back, I'm very fortunate to have competed in 4 different Olympic Games. When I look back, the first one was probably the purest. It was probably the most innocent, if you will. I had no expectations. I had a simple dream that year. Not simple in terms of the achievement, but simple in terms of the only thing I wanted to do was make the Olympic team. I wanted to be there. I had seen the best speed skater ever 4 years earlier, Eric Heiden, win 5 gold medals in Lake Placid in 1980. 1984, I'm an 18-year-old kid fresh out of high school. And my dream was to make the team, and I had been skating since I was 4 years old. My dream came true. I made my first Olympic team. I will never forget the first one, walking out in that stadium behind our flag, behind the U.S. team, and really being completely in awe of the games. I wasn't watching on TV anymore. Now I was there. I was able to compete, and it truly was the experience of a lifetime at that point. When the Olympic flame went out that year, I was 4th best in the world. I finished 4th place in the 500 meters. I missed a bronze medal by 16/100ths of a second. Not a lot of things you can do in 16/100ths of a second. I know what it is, and you guys may not. I took a stopwatch, starting and stopping that thing as fast as I could, trying to figure out what it was. But to be honest, I wasn't disappointed. 4th place. My dream had been met. My goal had been reached. I made the team. And I thought maybe with the race in my life I could finish in the top 10. And I got 4th place. So I was happy. I was proud of myself. Thank you. Thank you. And the funny part is I remember going home. I'm flying back. I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I'm flying back. By the way, 1984 Winter Olympics, I don't know if any of you remember where those were held. Unfortunately, in a country that truly doesn't exist anymore, Sarajevo, Yugoslavia. Unbelievable place. And people. But here's what I'm thinking at 18 years old after my first Olympics, after I just got 4th. Not the proudest thing that I have to admit, but here's what's going through my head. Man, I just got 4th at the Olympics. Wonder if they're going to have a parade for me when I get home. I swear. I didn't get my parade. I got home and some friends, some people I didn't know actually came up and said, gee, Dan, 4th place, that's too bad. Nice try, no medal, maybe next time, all of these things. And a lot of them negative. And it opened my eyes a bit. And I think if I look back, and I will share the things I learned from each games. And the thing I learned from 1984 and my first experience at the Olympics was about success, it was about expectations. But speaking of success, I think success is defined in a lot of different ways. And if you think about it, your own personal definition of success, what is that? Think about it for a second. What does that mean to you? Well, I have kind of been over this a few times since, and wondering, talking about success. It's got to be, first of all, success. There's a lot of people who are going to judge your success. We're all judged in our society, whether it's our teachers, our coaches, the press, the media. How good, how bad were you? But success, you've got to be the ultimate judge of your own success. You're the one who knows. You can't lie to yourself. It's real hard to do. Some people are pretty good at it, but it's hard to do. You're the only one who knows if it's truly 100%, if you gave everything you had to be at your best. And if you did, to me, there's a measure of success in that. And no matter where you end up, there's, Bob, I think yesterday, I heard you mention a couple different times, John Wooden, a great basketball coach for UCLA. I think 11 or so NCAA championships, arguably one of the greatest coaches ever. I ran across a quote from him as well. I didn't put it up here. I have it here because I just ran across it. But I thought it was a great definition. And he says, success is peace of mind, peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming.